Well, Rachel Zegler is throwing out the victim card. Amazingly. Now, Rachel Zegler, Snow White actress, been in a string of absolute bombs, utter failings. The next movie is going to be The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Then after that, she's going to be in a movie that we all know called Snow White. That's actually how we know predominantly who this person is. But now she's playing a victim. She's just throwing out that victim card. So she only received backlash, by the way, guys, for being outspoken. Couldn't possibly be what she was saying, but it's the fact that she says it with such determination. That's why. Clown world. Guys, we live in a clown world, okay? Alright. Just, if you didn't know, we live in a clown world. And this is evidence of that. So let's take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you're new here, guys. Break that YouTube algorithm that seems to be nerfing the channel and hit subscribe. So this is an article over on Bounding into Comics. We in fact covered this last night on my podcast, the Hcast. If you didn't know about that, it's a live podcast with a panel. We discuss quite a lot of bits and pieces. Sometimes I cover stuff here, sometimes I cover stuff there. But check out the link in the description box to Missed H Reviews live archives and hit subscribe. So, the actress Rachel Zegler, who plays Lucy Gray Baird in the upcoming Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, recently addressed the backlash she's received for the comments about Snow White, as well as a defamation of actors Jeremy Renner and Gina Carano. Because if you didn't know, this woman just never learns. She's made such awful comments quite often. The issue, about her commentary with respect to Snow White isn't the first time. She made comments about Jeremy Renner. She made comments about Gina Carano. This is just one in a long line of stuff. And the thing is, you'd think you'd learn, but no. This is just the entitlement from this generation. So the Wrap, listed Zegler as one of their trailblazers for Latino Power List 2023. I sincerely hope Jenna Ortega is on that list. In fact, I sincerely hope she's at the top. Because not only is she a better actor, but she's likeable. Universally. So as part of her entry, Zegler informed the outlet, "It's an honour to be recognised in a way that both celebrates our heritage and lifts up the contributions we all make to this industry, where it can be particularly hard for us to be seen and heard in a meaningful way." I'm doing a weird voice for that, because apparently only by heritage is she sort of majorly Latino, actually. She's essentially barely Latino, if you want to look at it from that perspective. So there's some sort of comical element there. But anyway, she continued and said, "I still don't think I'm quite ready for the life I have, despite being extremely grateful for it. And for every opportunity it has brought me. You don't seem grateful, you seem entitled. So perhaps take a step back." Now this is the real doozy here. Zegler then shared some advice to those seeking to become actors in Hollywood. Now this is utter drivel from many levels. To young Latino performers coming up in the industry, I would tell them to know their worth and to make sure they are loud about having seats at the tables they deserve to be at. You don't deserve anything. Not just because of your skin colour. You don't deserve anything. No one deserves anything, you entitled brat. What people deserve is something which they earn. That's what you deserve. And even then, you don't necessarily deserve it. But this is coming from the same individual that stomped her feet like a little child because she wasn't invited to the Oscars. Right, okay. Well, do I deserve to go to the Oscars then? I mean, should I just stomp my feet now? Because it doesn't work that way, does it? Absolute nonsense. Honestly, literally at every single juncture, this person talks and opens her mouth and just says the most ridiculous crap. So finally, she would then address the backlash she received while positioning herself as a victim. So she goes, "I have learned the hard way that we have to be fearless and loud. You are certainly loud. Everyone knows your opinions. In order to be heard." Again, it's not about being heard, it's about what you say. And to prepare for the backlash that occasionally comes with that outspokenness. Right, okay, well, that ship has jumped the shark. You have officially very few brain cells. You think it's to do with outspokenness as to why people dislike you. You think it's to do with being outspoken as to why there's a backlash surrounding you. No, it's because you're a horrible individual. You've made a string of terrible movies and you come across incredibly unlikable and you're a bad actor. The Hunger Games will likely bomb. Snow White will likely bomb. And you know what? You'll probably blame racism. But actually what it is that the studios didn't have the foresight to do a bit of a background and maybe a more stringent interview process, and they've hired a douche canoe. Rachel Zegler is one of those interesting individuals that Hollywood has tried to make a thing. They really have tried to make her a thing. They just kept trying to make her a thing. People don't like her, and this is what Hollywood does. They jump on a bandwagon of hiring people, right? And they're like, "That's the next big thing. We'll hire that person to do with everything." And then I don't know, there's a string of movies coming out with hundreds of millions of dollars invested into them, and they finally realise that they might have fucked up. I mean, look, these comments about the prince in the Snow White. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on a love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Do you have a thesaurus or a dictionary, love? Literally, under the dictionary, does not fit the term you used. He doesn't literally stalk her, you absolute dunce. So he didn't do that this time, she says. With a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story. She even says about how her co-star, Andrew Burnett, can just be cut out of the film, basically. All of Andrew's scenes could go. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. Oh, wow. Fucking hell. What an absolute arsehole. Can you imagine working with this twat? Serious, honestly. Anyway, this is garbage. She's garbage. Don't play the victim, love. No one thinks you're a victim. And if you didn't know, her nudes leaked online. So I'm saying that for a reason, because that's probably one of the main reasons she's got a job in Hollywood. So, there you go. Let me know what you think down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.